Gradually, Margaret grew into a matured educator. Her self-confidence grew along with her intellectual acumen. She got acquainted with personalities like Lady Ripaw, Lady Isabel Margison, George Bernard Shaw, Thomas Huxley. It was during those days in 1895, a Hindu yogi, Swami Vivekananda, went to London to preach Vedanta. It was this incident which changed the course of life for Margaret. The talks by the yogi transformed the vision of Margaret and assigned her with the mission to serve humanity in distress. The mesmerizing personality of the yogi from the land of mysticism, with his views of tolerance and love, engulfed her thoughts, and her heart knelt down on the Indian altars. In this land of abundance, Swamiji chanted, "Whenever dharma decays and adharma prevails, I manifest myself for the protection of the good, for the destruction of the evil, for the establishment of dharma. I am born again and again." Swamiji chanted slokas from the Bhagavad Gita and spoke of renunciation as the only path to immortality. He proudly declared that he came from a land which believed in universal tolerance. Excitement. They had no language in common, but their souls had the same language of compassion, love, and universality. Acceptance from the orthodox Hindu lady gained her sanction and acceptance into the Indian society. Nivedita undertook to traverse arduous path of Nishkam Karma Yoga, the selfless action. She desired to raise funds for her work for women and also tried to raise the awareness of the West about the Hindu ideals of womanhood.
সূর্য নাহি জ্যোতি, নাহি সূর্য নাহি জ্যোতি। ধীরে ছায়া দল মহালয়ে প্রবেশিল, ধীরে ধীরে ছায়া দল মহালয়ে প্রবেশিল। বহে মাত্র আমি আমি এই ধারা অনুভব, সে ধারা বদ্ধ হল শূন্যে শূন্য মিলাইল। সে ধারা বদ্ধ হল শূন্যে শূন্য মিলাইল।